In this video, I'll be reviewing this HP DeskJet 2827e printer. I'll take a time to share with you the positive side of this printer, but also the negative. We'll take a look at the print quality, and at the end of the video, I will compare this printer to other printers in the same range, so you make a better purchase decision. So let's get started right away with the positive side. So right away, this printer is sitting at around $50 on Amazon at the time of making this video, which makes this one of the cheapest printer on the market. There's other ones, and there's also some of them that are a bit cheaper, but overall, this is pretty entry level. And the positive side in all of this is, well, even for a cheap price, you still get a scanner. And the printer is Wi-Fi enabled, so you can connect it to an Android, iPhone, PC, or Mac computer. Another positive side is that this printer is quite compact. As you see over here, this is a US letter size, the one that you have at home probably. And if I put it right over the printer, you can see that it's barely larger than this. If I put this sheet of paper standing up, the printer is half of it in terms of height. So definitely it will not take a lot of space on your desk. Now, obviously, when you want to use this printer, you have to extend this paper output over here, the paper tray output, which will make the printer quite a bit larger. Same thing on the back. This is the paper input. It can take up to 60 sheets of paper at the same time, but as you see, it stays at an angle, so it will take a bit more space as well. But when not in use, this printer really will be very compact. Another positive side is that this printer on the back over here has a USB port. If you want to connect the printer directly to your PC or Mac computer because you don't want to use Wi-Fi, well, this is possible. It's very nice to see that this port is included. Unfortunately, the cable is not, so you'll have to provide your own USB cable that has a printer connector like this one. Now let's talk about the print quality. Remember, this is a $50 printer. So what I found out is, I printed a few pictures. These are two of them I have selected over here, is that the color accuracy is pretty poor. Now it's hard to show you what I mean by this simply by filming. For example, over here, I know it's hard to see, but the truck is hit by the sunlight on the front bumper over here. And again, you don't see it on the camera, but the color over here looks warmer than in reality. Same thing with all the other colors, it's oversaturated. Detail-wise, this printer is fine for home usage. It could be sharper. Again, if I zoom in over here, you can see that it loses sharpness. From far away, it's not a problem. And again, if you're printing pictures, memory pictures at home, for $50, it's decent. If you want to print professional pictures, or if, let's say, you're going to use this printer in a business where image quality is important, forget about it. The lack of sharpness and oversaturation is not going to cut it. If you're buying this printer to print text, it's fine, nothing more. I'm not that impressed by the print quality. Again, it could be slightly sharper. Not a big deal if you're gonna buy it to use at home and for school. One issue that I had though is that this printer is not very reliable, and now we start talking about the negative side. So it's able to print, as you see, pretty okay, but sometimes, and it's very random, it gives me these lines. The text over here is blurred, and for no reason at all, you get something like this. It also happened to me that the printer stopped printing in the middle of a job, and I had to cancel it and turn off the printer, turn it on, and restart the job to print the document fully. I'm reviewing many printers on my channel, and this, I think, is one of the least reliable printer I ever had. Setting up this printer takes the longest comparing to other competitors' brand like Canon or even Epson or Brother. And even with my iPhone, I had issues printing at some point randomly. Sometimes it works perfectly, okay, no issues at all. But all of a sudden, I will get an error message on my phone telling me that it's not connecting anymore. And all I have to do is to unplug the printer from the wall outlet, wait a few seconds, plug it back, and it works afterwards. It's a bit weird. Another negative side is the HP app. Before that, they used to call this app the HP Smart app, but they changed the name and changed the design. It's still the same thing at the end of the day. A pretty unreliable app that forces you to log in into your HP account that is free to create, okay? It takes 2 minutes to create one, that's not the issue. The problem is if you want to print and scan using the app, you need to log in so HP can see what you're doing, I guess. The thing is, Canon, Epson, Brother all have their apps as well, but they don't ask you to log in into their account to be able to use it, at least the basic features. The HP apps deserve a big thumbs down, even though they change the design, all right? Under that skin, well, it's the same thing. Another thing to keep in mind is that this printer prints quite slowly. Up to 7.5 pages per minute in black and white and 5 pages per minute in color, which makes this one of the slowest printer in the market. Again, I know it's $50, but the thing is, there's other printers in this price range that are doing better. And I will talk about them in just a few seconds. Another negative side is the price of the ink cartridges. Once the one that comes with the printer are depleted, you'll have to purchase new ones. Unfortunately, all right, they are located over here. Let me just show you. Unfortunately, their price is quite expensive. I'll put a screenshot right now on Amazon how much it costs. And the cost, it's something, but the fact that they're not able to print that many copies before being completely depleted is the big letdown. Printing with this printer means that it will cost you around 20 to 25 cents per page printed. If you're going to print full screen pictures like the one with the van that I showed you previously, all right, this one, it will cost you more like 30 cents. And finally, the last negative point I want to talk about this printer is the display. If you take a look over here, this is all you get. It's not a color display. It's not able to display much information at all. When there's an issue with the printer, it will give you an error code, E4, E2, E whatever. And you probably won't know what it means. You'll have to Google it to find what's the problem, since it's not able to display that. Also, setting up this printer, well, you're not able to set it up with your Wi-Fi network using the printer itself because the display doesn't allow you to type any Wi-Fi codes or select any Wi-Fi networks. You have to rely on the HP app to do this. So definitely I'm not a fan of this display. So now you probably guessed that I don't really like this printer, right? But what are the alternatives and how do they improve comparing to this model? Well, I have selected 3 of them and I'll discuss about them quickly, all right? First of all, we have the Canon PIXMA TS3720. It's around the same price or the same price probably at this moment. And again, Canon is not forcing you to log in into their app to track you when you want to print and scan. So for me, already this is a big win. It's worth paying for that even more, but it's at the same price. On top of that, it also has better print quality. And in general, I have used that printer. I actually made a review if you want to check my channel. It's a lot more reliable. I didn't have any sorts of issues that you saw over here. Then we have the Canon PIXMA TS6420e. That one again has better print quality than this HP model. It also has a display. It's quite a small display in black and white, but hey, with that display you're able to connect to your Wi-Fi, so you don't even have to pull out your phone to connect your printer to the Wi-Fi. And with that display, when you get an error, well, you know automatically what's up with the printer. The color accuracy of that model, that again I have reviewed as well, is also higher than what you saw over here. And all this for the same price or almost the same price as this HP DeskJet. And finally, if you want to spend $10 more than this HP printer, for $60 at this time on Amazon, maybe the price changed, I'm sorry if it changed, there's the Epson Expression Home XP4200. I have reviewed that printer I think 2 years ago, and for $10 more, well, you get many things. First of all, the display. It's a color LCD that is bright, it's easy to navigate, it's easy to set up the printer, and it's easy to access all the features. That Epson printer also has an automatic two-sided printing, because this HP printer, I didn't mention it, but it's only able to print on one side of the paper. And other than this, well, it has the Epson app, which beats the HP app any time of the day, because again, you don't have to sign in, and in general, it's easier to use as well. I mean, I have reviewed many printers during the last years, as you saw on my channel, and this one, I think it's one of the first that I can definitely say, don't buy it. I mean, it's hard to even see who will benefit from buying it when there's other options at the same price that improves on many different aspects of it. I'll put a link in the description towards all the other printers I have talked in this video, and I'll even put a link towards Amazon if you really want to get this printer. If you have a lot of time to lose being frustrated by a printer, well, this HP may be the one you should get. So yeah, I'll put a link as well there. Other than this, thanks for watching. If you have any comments about this printer or any other comments you want to talk about, leave them in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.